Hello, art learners. Sorry, Miss Russ was not paying attention. We are going to be designing video game characters today. So today is like how to design the character. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's like kind of complex to design a video game character. So you might find that this whole video you do over 2 class times. The biggest trick is that whose job is it to remember to press pause and do before pressing play? Yes, that is right. It is your job. So if Miss Russ says pause and go do something, your job is to hit pause and go do something. Okay, so I am going to show you what we're doing as soon as I can get my computer to go. There we go. Okay, so you now can see what Miss Russ is going to show you. I'll move myself over here. Okay, now I have to look sideways because that's where I can see what you're seeing. Okay, so we're going to be designing video game characters. This is an example of what like mine looks like done. Now, of course, yours will look nothing like mine because, you know, I made it. So you're going to be designing your own. But what I want you to notice is that they're all separate pieces, right? And that they all kind of have this cool texture on them because after we design our character, then we will like design like where they live or what they do or like their purpose, you know, because a game isn't a game unless there's a thing that your character needs to go do an adventure. Okay, so how do we make this? Well, we're going to take this guy and put him to the side. Okay, in just a little bit, I'm going to tell you to go get some supplies. Not yet. Do not move yet. Okay, you're going to get 1 medium sheet of paper. Remember, a medium sheet of paper is about the size of your hand, technically is 6 inches by 6 inches. So 1 medium sheet of paper. You're going to get 2, notice these are white, 2 small pieces of paper. Okay, you're going to get, and you're going to get a rubbing plate, and then you are going to need your crayons. So you should have your own crayons, but if you don't, there's some on the cart. You can get your crayons out. Okay, do not move yet. Do not move yet. Do not get your supplies out. Don't go. Okay, I just want you to see what you're going to be doing with these supplies. Okay, when you get your supplies and your rubbing plate, you are going to decide what color do I want my character's body to be. Okay, what color do I want my character's body to be? And I'm going to pick that I want my character's body to be purple, but you're going to pick whatever character color you want. And then we're going to color this whole thing, but not like this. We're going to put the rubbing plate underneath, and you can either decide, do I want it super textured or do I want it light textured? And if it's light textured, you pick the light texture side. Super textured, you pick the rougher side. And then we are going to hold our hand like this, okay? Now your hand might hold it like this, but our hand will hold the paper. And then because I'm right-handed, I'm going to start on the left side and I'm going to work towards the center. Now, if I was left-handed, then I would be starting on the right side and working towards the center. Okay, so, but I'm not. I'm right-handed, but whatever hand you are. I'm going to hold my paper down. I'm going to hold my crayon, and then I'm going to push down from the edge. Push. I'm not going to skip any spaces. I'm going to go all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way to the center. Then I'm going to move up a little bit. And I'm going to push all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Notice how I'm overlapping. So it's not this, but it's because we don't want our character to not have any color. If we skip any spots, when we cut out our character, its body will look weird. Okay, now here's where it gets tricky. Our finger's going to cover the corner. So we're not going to get right up to that edge, okay? Now, once I've done all the way and I get to a corner, then I'm going to take my paper, this is the secret sauce, and I'm going to twist it, okay? I'm going to hold it down again, and then I'm going to push down and go all the way. Push down and go all the way, okay? So my corners won't get any color. Now to get your corners colored, you're going to tilt the triangle down towards you, and you're just going to have to push lightly out towards the other edges. It's kind of a tricky business. Okay, don't do anything yet. You still have not done anything. Okay, so you are going to end up doing that same process to your papers. Okay, now you're going to have to look at it before you move on. So when Miss Russ says pause, before you move on, you're going to ask a friend. You're going to say, hey, friend, do you see any white spaces? So when you look at my paper, do you see any white spaces? Oh, yes, I've got a white space right here. So I got to put my thing back underneath. I got to tilt it around. Okay, and I got to go this way. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my friend. Hey, friend, do you see any white spaces? Oh, yes, my corners. Okay, so remember, I got to go careful, and I got to pull out, pointing the corner down towards my body. Okay, do I see any other white spaces? Oh, there's a couple right there. So I grab them. Okay, once my friends say there are no white spaces on my medium piece, I can then color my small pieces. Now, notice Miss Russ colored the top and the bottom of her small piece different colors. So you're going to do a color on the top and a color on the bottom, the exact same way, where we turn our paper as we go, and then we do our corners last. And then we'll ask if there are any white spaces. And then we'll do our other one. All done, all done. Check for our corners, no white spaces. Once you have all three of your papers colored with the texture plate, then you will come back to this video and press play. Don't forget that you want a friend to look at it and make sure they see no white spaces. Okay, happy creating, and press play once you're done with that part. All right, friends, so you now have pieces, and we'll pretend that my corners are done. You now have pieces that are all done. We do not need this texture plate, so you can go put this texture plate back away on the dirty cart. Okay, once our texture plate is away on the dirty cart, we are going to make our character body. Now here's the tricky business. We are not going to be doing this work on this side. We're going to flip it over. Don't do anything yet. Watch me. I haven't hit pause. Okay, and then we have to draw our character. Okay, now here's the trick. Our character has to be made of a shape. Okay, so let's review. Let's stress this switching out so we can practice. Which one of these, A or B, which one of these is a shape? Yes, B, because look, there's an inside bit, okay? A shape has to have an inside bit. A does not have an inside bit. So tell me when you see A turn into a shape. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Hurrah! That's a shape now, okay? So we can only draw shapes, okay? So now we know that. Next problem. We do not want our character to be teeny, teeny, tiny, like the size of our thumb, because we want to add like eyeballs and mouths and all sorts of fun stuff. And so if we make our character then we won't have any space to add all that for. So because of that, when we draw our character, we want our character to touch all four sides. And here's a little trick. Don't get too worried about what you're drawing. Just draw a wiggly, jiggly shape. So I'm going to draw a wiggly, jiggly shape that touches all four sides. It's kind of big. Okay? Okay. Oh, I've got my shape. Now, as soon as I've drawn my shape, I got to look for two things. Thing number one, did I touch all four sides? Yes. 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 Ah! No. Okay, I'm going to have to change this wiggly bit so that it touches all four sides. Okay, that was the first thing. Does it touch all four sides? Okay, go ahead and let's have you hit pause on the video, and let's have you draw a wiggly shape that touches all four sides. Okay, come back when that's done. Okay, you now have a shape that touches all four sides. Okay, but Miss Russ said there was one other thing to pay attention to. She said there was two. We can't have any little bits because it could be really hard to cut those out. So if you have any little bits, I want you to go in and I want you to make them a little bit bigger. Okay, we don't want any little bits. Okay, once we've made them a little bit bigger, we're going to take another color crayon so it's easier to see. And we're going to go over the top of the line we want to cut. Okay, so it's easy to see. Go ahead, hit pause now, and go over your line so that you can see that it touches all four sides and that there's no teeny bits. Okay, you now have a shape that's going to be your character's body that touches all four sides and there's no teeny bits. You're going to get your scissors and we're going to cut them out. Now we remember, our scissors do not move. Our scissors go chomp, chomp, chomp. It's our hand that moves. So watch this. I go in and I chomp, but look, it's my hand that's moving. Open it back up. Chomp. My hand is moving the paper. My scissors stay put. My hand is moving the paper. My scissors stay put. Okay, Miss Russ is going to pretend she's on fast forward and she is going to use her art teacher skills to cut faster. Will we cut faster? No, we will not cut faster. Go ahead and hit pause on this video and cut out your character where you go nice and slow, and you move your hand, your scissors stay put. Ooh, I got a bonus task. Do not throw away your scrap. We need that. Okay, you now have cut out your piece and you have all your scraps. These are important. Save these. Okay, we're going to save those. Okay, now you're going to take your character and flip him over. Ta-da! He is perfect. She is perfect. The creature is perfect. Now I have, because we can't, this is the back. No one's going to see that. Okay, now I have to take my character and I have to decide what part's the top. Okay. So I turn it and I start finding oh my goodness, I think that's it. Look, it looks like there's a leg here and there's a leg here and maybe it's got big ears and it's got a pointy top and maybe I'll put its face right in here. Okay, but I'm going to keep turning it. Ooh, I could have my character be like a mouse. Look, here's the nose, here's the ear, look, here's the tail, and here's the legs. Okay, so you're going to keep moving your character until you find when you're like, oh, that is who my character is. I'm kind of digging this character here with the big ears. Okay, once you find your character, then what you are going to do is you're going to start to decide, well, what goes inside him? And you will take your extra pieces and you will turn over your extra pieces, okay? And you will do the exact same thing. So I am going to trace out, and I'm going to put this on top so I can kind of visualize it. And I'm going to cut out some eyes for my character. Now notice it has to be a shape. Has to be a shape. And we want them to be pretty big, okay? And once I cut out eyes for my character, now I'm going to cut them out. Now remember, I'm going to keep all my scraps. Your teacher will be giving you an envelope to put your scraps in. Okay? And you cut out your other one. Now, here's what's different from what I've shown you so far. Is our rule is going to be once we cut it, we glue it. Okay, so if we like it, we're going to line it up. Oh yeah, I'm digging that. We're going to line it up and then we're going to get our glue stick out. Okay, now, super, super important. We do not want glue stick just going all over the place. So we are going to get ourselves a paper towel. Miss Russ is going to use a tissue because that's what she has. We're going to get a paper towel, put our paper towel down. We're going to take our glue stick. We're going to open it up. We're going to put out a teensy tiny bit. We do not do this. If we do that, then we're not allowed to have glue stick because we could break the head of the glue stick off and then our glue stick will die because its head fell off. So instead, we only do a teensy tiny bit like it's a turtle, right? We can't have the turtle head sticking out too far. It'll get scared. So we'll do just a teensy tiny bit. And then we turn our papers over and we cover the whole thing. Look, we're going to get glue stick on our paper towel, okay? And then once the whole thing is covered, then we're going to put it where we want it. We're going to really make sure we like it. And then we're going to rub, rub, rub. Okay? Your job. Whoa, Miss Russ. Let's do that again. I flipped it over. I did glue stick the whole space. Miss Russ, you're having drama on your team. You're not supposed to use a tissue. This is why Miss Russ has drama. Okay, I'm going to put it down. And then I'm going to rub, rub, rub. Okay. In order to have the bestest characters, we are going to have one big body. We are going to have at least 4 things that we add. So Miss Russ is going to cut out a little circle for its hat. She's going to cut out some ears. I think I might cut out a pair of pants for it. I'm not really sure. So we have one big pie piece. We have at least 4 extra pieces. I already have 2 here. And then we're going to do what's called layers. And so when we do layers, we're going to actually add on top. So let's see, here's my base. And then I have 1, and then we're going to do 2. So we're going to do layers where we have lots of stuff stacked on top. Okay, artists, with that, this probably took you 2 class times and you paused a lot. Once you have a character who's all done, there's going to be a different video for how we make like their background, like their place where they go adventuring and go play their game and their adventures. Bye.